Hey folks, hope you're well. I don't know why I'm walking around doing this standing up today, but I just thought it'd be better than sitting down in the chair and just talking at the camera again. But I also thought, after doing yesterday's vlog in bits and doing the holiday vlogs in bits, do you know what? I should just film bits and pieces as they're the topic and then edit it together nicely and blah, blah, blah. Because one of the things that used to kill him in the back, back in the day, all the previous vlogs, is I'd try and talk for 20 minutes straight and my voice would just be slowly waning by the end, or I'd make a mistake and I'd have to edit it and it'd look really obvious that I wasn't still talking about the same topic or something like that. Like my head would go from here to there and I'd suddenly be lower or different, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna film them in bits. This is the introduction and then I'll just show you the bits and pieces as topics as they are, and hopefully it'll evolve and look better and feel better because it'll be more involved with the thing I'm talking about. But yeah, hope you like the vlog. Hope you're all well. Hope you had a great day. And all that other usual stuff that I usually say, I mean it as well, I'm not just saying it. And yeah, we'll get on with the rest of the vlog and then I'll just drip in bits as I go. Some bits to talk about today, I'm not gonna get Ollie involved in the conversations. It's a couple of bits I'll talk about with him, but it's easier if I just talk to you rather than bring him down and get involved in that. So when it's those bits, that'll just be me, but I'll stand up because, I don't know, I haven't really got set up at the desk at the moment for it. That's probably half the reason I'm standing up, but yeah, I can show you a bit more of the room. We've had the painter in. I've cocked up a little bit as well. This one's had the all clear from the vets today that her skin problems that she's been getting for the past 18 months are all getting better, aren't they? Now, we're not 100% sure whether it's the fact, so the vet prescribed a new flea treatment that dealt with different types of ticks and lice and whatnot, and we wondered if she was allergic to the old one, and that was about 3-4 weeks ago, but it wasn't making any difference at the time. Maybe it was even a bit longer than that, but obviously my dad gave her the stuff I mentioned in the last video, so we can't tell now whether she's made a miraculous recovery because it was the flea treatment all along, which is plausible, or whether it's the stuff that my dad gave her, but one way or the other. The vet said that, her skin's a lot better, her fur's a lot better. She is genuinely, I'm only showing you her fur for a second, you didn't know how it looked before, but she had bad earaches, bad teeth, bad everything. I felt like she'd been rebuilt. I mean, it has cost us, getting on for nearly £2,000, I reckon, over the past 18 months. Some of which we claimed back on the insurance, some of it we couldn't, but she's a very healthy doggy all of a sudden, and she's just been to the vets tonight for a checkup. They said everything's fine, she's all good. They're amazed how good she's doing. I think that stuff my dad's giving her either way, if it's not helped the skin, it's definitely helped her legs. She's been going on daily walks with Emily, and yeah, we're pretty chuffed. You're happy, ain't you, Molly? She's still deaf. I mean, it's not going to fix her hearing being off. She's going for a bath now. If I get a chance, I'll show you the aftermath of that, because she always looks like a drowned pup after that. I've also learned that I'm an absolute bloody moron. Look at the state of this. The clever builders among you will know what I've done here. I basically didn't realise this was wet. Well, it didn't feel wet. So I closed the door last night while I was streaming and it's stuck here and ripped it clean off. Now, we need to shave that and sort it out, but I mean, you can still see the lines are all in there. It'll look fine when it's done, but my beautiful door is now slightly ruined. Everything else is looking good though. Everything, the guy redid it, all the walls are clean now, there's no marks on them. I can't remember if I showed these yesterday. Got my new setup with my pop vinyls. I need to rearrange some of this, but they're not quite perfectly laid out. I got some Pokemon stuff I need to put behind these, and then got all my Pokemon rearranged again. Oh, Ben's took Snorlax's sunglasses off, revealing that he's secretly a Ditto. That was meant to be a secret. It's a vlog secret. That's a picture of me from my mate's wedding, where I don't know why that's in there. Anna got me this, and I was gonna get it out of the box, and then I read it was worth £400, so it has stayed in the box, and it will never leave its box until such time that I find the value of it's gone, or I get £400 for it. But I'm not selling it. I mean, it was a gift, but yeah. Happy with the rest. Some of these I don't know. I just don't want to open them because I think they're really cool how they look. And I think they're quite rare as well, so I kept them. And that one's oddly worth more than it should be. Tobias at the back. A couple of orphan black one there's for any fans. That was a bit cheeky. He's batting out the back. I like that. So the topic I want to talk about with Ollie, not with Ollie, about Ollie, was more that it's interesting. We've got a couple of big tests ahead. School told us they want to go for a walk next week, and they asked if me or Claire could come with them and just help out, because basically there's not enough help to make sure that Ollie doesn't jump in a road or roll into a river or something. They're basically walking to a river. So the risk assessment sort of said, look, the options are either me or Claire come along, or he can't go. And I was like, well, that seems a bit harsh. But I'm not, I don't know. I don't really know. Now's not the time to fight something like that. I think we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They normally include him. It's obviously a good reason they can't do it that day. I didn't inquire why, but it happened that Claire and I can't do it, but Claire's mum's going to do it. So she was worried, will he listen? Will he be all right? Will he want to run off with his friends and get upset when he can't? So I've had a chat with him, firm chat with him, and said, you really need to listen. It's either don't go or hold your nan's hand and walk with your nan. So he's promised he will. So we'll see how he goes. It shouldn't be too bad. He's just walking. There is a main road next to where they're walking, but it's a pathway with a green verge between you and the road. And they're walking down to this river bit to do some nature looking or something. But it's a bit of a test because, yeah, it's normally would be me or Claire that would go, or his TA, and we'd control him. And, you know, his nan's able to obviously tell him stuff, but he doesn't tend to always listen. So it's an interesting one. I have been able to give him an incentive to behave because he's also been invited to his first ever sleepover. A friend of mine I played Pokemon Go with, as they've known each other, the son of this guy and Ollie have known each other for probably, God, it's got to be getting on. The game's been out 6 years. I reckon they've known each other about 5.5 years now. So since they were little, you know, this kid's turning 10, Ollie will be 9 in October. And he just said, look, I'm having a sleepover. And can Ollie come? And so his mum messaged me going, I don't want to just send an invite and then you have the hell to deal with of telling him no. Can he come? And I thought, she knows, you know, Ollie's autistic, and she knows it is going to be a tall order. She sort of said it's not just, would you say no because you're worried? Are you on a holiday? You know, I don't want to cause you a headache, any of those things. So she just sort of said, yeah, can he come? They're going to have a sleepover, go to McDonald's, watch some films, that kind of thing. And I was just like, yeah. I mean, my only concern is he doesn't know when he needs the toilet. He's on medication for helping him not wee and soil as much and stuff like that. And it's working wonders. But I said to her, you know how it is. We'll send him to yours for the night, and then he'll just have a disaster knowing how, like, if I don't say anything. So I warned her for that. And she said, that's fine. I'm wondering whether to get him some sort of 8-year-old pad or something that he can wear for his age that isn't like a nappy like Ben wears now and again. If we're on long trips and stuff, we've got these Spider-Man things he can wear that will help him get through it. But need something like that for Ollie that won't embarrass him in front of his 10-year-old friend. But when I told him he was invited, he was so excited. He's bouncing around his room, as you can imagine. Well, he wasn't too bad actually for bouncing. He was bouncing afterwards. He was asking me questions. Will the brother be there? The brother's going to be away, so he won't be. Will's, what will they do? All the questions, you know how it is. He was excited, and then he realised there was lots of unknowns, and so now we're straightening out the unknowns. It was sweet as well that when I said to the mum, is the brother going to be there? And she said no, and then she told me exactly who's going to be there, exactly what they're going to do, exactly and I was like, oh, she does get it. I think she's got a relative who's autistic, and so she does really get it. And I know that not everyone's the same as well. I think she gets that as well. But the point was, she's been really cautious. So they only live like literally, I mean, there's a field next to our house and they live on the opposite side of the field. So if they rang me and said, oh God, it's all going wrong, I could literally, I was going to say sprint to their house. I was going to say sprint to their house in a minute. And I'm like, no, I couldn't make it across that field in a minute. I could probably drive round the field on the outside of the roads and get there in 3 or 4 minutes. But if I tried to run across the field, I'd probably get worn out about a third of the way, collapse in the middle, and then crawl the rest. And I'd probably get there in about half an hour. But I don't remember if I might have filmed over there. We did a community day over there earlier in lockdown. But yeah, they're really not far away. So he's very excited. He gets to do a sleepover. This is something that I'm sure a lot of you will have experienced if you've got children who are autistic, or if you are autistic yourself. He's always said to me, why can't I do sleepovers? Why can't I go to a sleepover? That's Molly in the background, by the way, not Ben. Yeah, I was just listening. She doesn't like having a bath, bless her. But he's always been like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? So it's a big milestone for him that he can finally do it. It's a bit of a learning curve for all of us, because I'm slightly nervous, but I want him to experience it. And if this one doesn't go well, we can just learn from it and build from there. But if it goes really well, then we know we've got a foundation. He said himself, I've done play dates before, I can do this. I was like, yeah, you can do this, it'll be fine. So very excited about that, because I think it's a huge milestone for him. And I did say to him, COVID's obviously got in the way. I think he'd have been old enough to do this a year ago if COVID hadn't got in the way. But he's definitely maturing, and while school are worrying about the trip, I think he will be fine on it. It's just, again, they're not sure. It's unpredictable, isn't it? You never know what it's going to be. We've also had another result. I moved slightly, by the way, because of Molly's noises, bless her. We've also had another result in that Claire's obviously told work she's leaving for another job. And they basically said, don't do that. You're really good at your job. We don't want you to leave. And they've basically asked her to stay at the council, but work in another team. So she's now got the chance to apply for 2 roles. Well, she's applying for one of the 2 roles. I think she's ruled out the other one. One of them was basically sitting at a desk doing paperwork all the time. She didn't fancy that. And the other one was doing the same job she got offered elsewhere, but staying at the council. It's like marginally less money than the council were than the other place were offering, but it's like the security of having been here for 7 years, and having the pension and the better petrol allowance and whatever else, and just all that stuff. So yeah, she's very chuffed and just excited because now she's applying for both of them, and she'll just see which one she gets and go from there. So that's good news. She's having a pretty interesting day from all that. She's got to just fill out a form and submit it, which I think she's doing. I don't know if she's already done that. We've also had a bit of funny drama in that Ben's school, well, the school asked us to send evidence that Ben lives here. And I mean, other than this picture of him there as a baby, and this picture of him with the children they know as a baby, and this other picture, we've got too many pictures of him as a baby, and this picture of him as a baby, and that picture of him over there, it's like, there's no evidence at all. They were like, have you not got a doctor's note? Right, no, he's not really seen the doctor that much other than these checkups. Have you got any, they're like, has he got any bills? No, he's a friggin' 3-year-old. Do you have any letters from anyone? It's like, no letters from anyone. We've searched high and low. I think we're going to be able to send a nursery document that says we pay invoices and he lives at this address. But I mean, I actually spoke to the head yesterday and I said, well, you've seen us pick him up every day for the past 3 years. He's been at everything Oliver's done. I said, look, if he ain't living with us, then it's a bit weird that we keep picking him up and bringing him to stuff. And he laughed and just said, yeah, I know. He was like, it'll be fine. But I don't know how we're going to sort that out, really. I assume we'll just send him in on the day and we'll just say, it's your move, head. You want to send him home, you do it. I'm suddenly thinking now I'm walking around this room. I mean, it's not finished in this room either yet, but I haven't actually shown you how this room's set up now. And you'd have to go back an old vlog and see how it used to look, because it used to be very crowded. But I'll flip the camera and I'll show you how we're doing, because I quite like it. It was a bit of a spur of the moment when I was setting it all out. Claire's going to kill me that there's washing everywhere, and I didn't notice when I committed to doing it. But look how much space there is now. The sofa used to be along the back here and along there, and loads of wall units and stuff. The pop vinyls were all here, but and we are going to have something here at some point. But the kids can just run up and down that, which they do, and the dog just skids around it. And Claire and I are now sat next to each other watching telly, which is nice, because before she was just sat facing the wall and I was sat facing the telly. And it's just, yeah, it's a bit different. Makes the room feel massive. There goes the drowned rat. Probably running straight out into the garden to roll in mud or to steal food. What's she doing, Benny?
Sniffing.
Sniffing? She's soaking, bless her. Oh, where are you going? Making a mess. And I think that's probably everything that's really gone on today. I obviously did kicked off my Nuzlocke on Twitch this week, my Pokemon Nuzlocke. The rule being you're only allowed to catch 1 Pokemon per space that you go into, your area, road, whatever. Once you've caught it, if it dies, it's dead. You can't revive it. And I thought that'd be quite fun and that I was good enough at Pokemon to do good at it. But I've done 6 hours now, 2 streams, and if you haven't seen them, check them out, because I mean the first 3 hours are all right. The second 3 hours, well, the first 3 hours are quite hard, but the second 3 hours, holy moly, it was a bit of a bloodbath. And yeah, if you're into Pokemon or you're into Nuzlocke, check it out. I'm going to be streaming on the weekend. I think I said rather foolishly I was going to do a 12-hour stream. And then I worked out the kind of the numbers and thought, well, if I start at 8 in the morning, which means getting up really early, I won't be done till 8 at night. I know that's quick maths there on my part. I don't want to start that early because I've got to take the boys to my mum's. So I was kind of like, if I start at 9 or 10, I'm ending at 9 or 10. And Saturday's the night I'm supposed to spend time with Claire, watching films and TV and generally hanging out. I don't want to miss that. So I got on my stream and said, look, I said I was going to do a 12-hour stream on Saturday, and literally everyone went, what? Why would you do that? That's insane. Don't do that. And I was like, good, because I want to do an 8-hour. And they're like, yeah, that's much better. 8-hour streams are normal. They're still hard, but they're normal. I'm up for that. I'll be there, blah, blah, blah. So everyone said, do an 8-hour, and I'm going to do that. So if you're about on Saturday, I'm going to do 10 till 6. I'm not just going to play Pokemon the whole time because, well, I'll see how it goes. A couple of people have asked me to get different games. I realised I've got £25 to spend on the Epic Store, so I'm looking for ideas. Someone keeps asking me to play Roller Coaster Tycoon. If you're watching, let me know in the comments that you're watching, but someone keeps asking me if I can play Roller Coaster Tycoon. And I was thinking about getting that. It's only like 15 quid, I might get that. But yeah, we can just stream whatever. It's 8 hours. I just want to do chill, chat, stream, play whatever, hang out with people, just get stuck in, enjoy the fact I've got the room. The boys are going to their nans for the day. Claire's painting the living room because it needs an update, and then that's when I'll do another kind of film around it all finished. We're still not finished putting the stuff in this room and all of that. I know part of me wonders, I hope you enjoy seeing all the progress. I'm excited about it, so I'm hoping that's making it worth seeing, but we're going more and more progress as we go. It'll be done within a week. But yeah, it's all cool. So I'm going to wrap up. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that. Reminder, there's a competition on. I'll put it in the last row. I'll put it in the description below. Enter that if you, all you have to do to enter it is either visit my YouTube page, follow my Twitter account, which is at Sheepdog6k. I'm making for all of my gaming stuff, and follow me on Twitch. I think that's basically it. There's some retweet tasks, but if you just visit this page, you entered, like if you go through the link on the thing, it visits this page again, you get your entry, job done. You know, I'd like someone that follows me and supports me to win it, and I get that it's going to have a couple of randos entering it that I don't know, but I hope if you are one of those randos who's never heard of me before and you're watching my stuff, say hello in the comments as well. So I'm going to go. Thank you very much. Ben's coming to distract, so I'm going to wrap up there. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye. Say bye, Ben.